Phil Weiser, Colorado's Democratic Attorney General, has pulled off a significant upset, defeating sitting U.S. Senator Michael Bennet in the state's Democratic primary for governor. The Associated Press called the race on Tuesday, capping a dramatic comeback for a candidate who was trailing by as many as 30 points just a year ago. Weiser built his campaign around one central argument: that Colorado's next governor needed to be a fighter ready to take on President Trump from day one. And he had a record to point to. As Attorney General, he filed more than 66 lawsuits against the Trump administration, challenging everything from federal funding cuts aimed at Colorado, to the decision to relocate the U.S. Space Command headquarters from Colorado to Alabama, to the administration's immigration crackdown and tariffs. That aggressive posture resonated with Democratic primary voters who wanted someone they saw as a proven combatant. Meanwhile, Senator Bennet came into the race with far more name recognition, a massive fundraising advantage, and backing from major establishment figures, including billionaire and former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, whose super PAC money flowed into the contest. But momentum and the anti-Trump message carried Weiser across the finish line. The two candidates actually agreed on quite a lot. Both acknowledged that soaring housing and healthcare costs are driving families and businesses out of Colorado, and both promised to cut regulations to spur home building and economic growth. Voters had to look closely to find meaningful differences. Some preferred Bennett's call for a state-run healthcare system or an emissions cap, while others felt Weiser would be a stronger advocate for public schools and teachers. The race did get contentious in its final stretch. Super PAC money flooded in, attack ads flew in both directions, and the two men ended up trading blows over those very attacks. Looking ahead, Weiser is considered a heavy favorite in November's general election. Colorado hasn't elected a Republican governor in more than 20 years, and President Trump remains deeply unpopular with independent voters across the state. The Republican primary hadn't been called as of Tuesday night, with state lawmaker Barbara Kirkmeyer in a tight contest against Victor Marx, a far-right pastor who drew attention for controversial claims about his background. Weiser, who served 2 terms as Attorney General and was previously the Dean of the University of Colorado Law School, managed to run as the scrappy underdog despite his long resume, and Colorado Democrats rewarded him for it. This has been your update. We'll keep following this race as November approaches.